Hey folks, welcome in to the Rocket Ice Arena here in Bolingbrook. We're waiting on Game 2 of our Nihil Game of the Week doubleheader here on Stream Sports Midwest to get started. It's scheduled to be the Highland Park Falcons and the Sabres here on the Lake Tahoe rink. But we're missing zebras. We're missing the stripes. We have no officials at the moment that we can see. So we're just sort of in a holding pattern here until the officials show up. Both teams are ready to go. Falcons are standing at the open door down to our right. Sabres are in their locker room. But as of right now, no officials. So we're just going to hang tight. And as soon as we get word, or as soon as we see those black and whites out on the ice, we will get things started. Thanks for joining us here today on this Nihil Game of the Week doubleheader. We'll be back, hopefully, with some hockey for you. Hang tight. Folks, we're back and got some good news. We've got some officials for you. They just hopped onto the ice. The players are now making their way out to their respective benches and getting ready to, well, getting warmed up here for game number 2. Nets aren't in position yet, so we still got a little bit of time. So we're going to take a quick break here, but we'll be back probably in about the next 90 seconds or so, and we'll get started here with today's broadcast of Game 2 of the Nihil Game of the Week doubleheader here on Stream Sports Midwest. Hang tight. Happy holidays and welcome, finally, to the Rocket Ice Arena here in Bolingbrook. We are about 3 minutes away from puck drop game number 2 of this Nihil Game of the Week here on Stream Sports Midwest. It is the Highland Park Falcons taking on the Sabres. My partner to my right, Eric Willowhite. My name is Aaron Schellen. And we had a good game 1, Eric. Girls 14U, the Leafs and the Sabres ended in a 2-2 draw. That was a lot of fun at game number 1.
Yeah, and we're hoping we get the same here in game 2, the 12U, the silver division here. We're looking forward to an excellent match.
Excellent match. Right now, the Falcons are the cream of the silver tier 1 crop. 8-0-1 in their 9 games, Eric. 43 goals. They've only allowed 10 goals in their 9 games, so a stout defense for the Falcons. The Sabres on the other side, 3-3-2 through their first 8 games. These two teams have played already in the regular season back on November 19th. That was a 2-1 Falcons win up in Lake Forest. So these two teams have already played once. Second matchup between the two teams here starting in about a minute and 45 seconds. They didn't play each other during the seeding rounds. In the seeding rounds, Falcons were in the Peewee Gold division, so they stepped down from the gold to the silver division. They went 2-4-2 in that silver division, while on the other side, the Sabres 4-2-1 in the silver Bedard division. So Falcons moved from gold down to silver, where they are dominating here in the early going. So we're about a minute and 20 seconds or so away here from puck drop. So let's get a read in, Eric, shall we? Let's get this done.
All righty.
The Northern Illinois Hockey League is the largest youth hockey league in Illinois and one of the largest in the country. It is made up of over 50 travel hockey organizations. Almost all the clubs are from Illinois, with a few from Indiana, Iowa, Missouri, Michigan, and Wisconsin. This is the 54th season of play in the Northern Illinois Hockey League. The Nihil member organizations field Tier 2 travel teams that compete in the Squirt, Peewee, Bantam, and Midget age groups defined by USA Hockey. The league also offers all girls hockey divisions each season. Nihil will partner with the Chicago Blackhawks to hold the league's Nihil Blackhawks tournament at the conclusion of the season. For more information about Nihil and its programs, please contact Bob Apter, the Nihil president, or visit the website at nihil.info. Give Bob a call for all your Nihil info.
Operator standing by.
Bob standing by. So we're about 30 seconds here away from puck drop. So starting goalies first for the visiting Falcons, down to our left in their black jerseys with red and white stripes, white numbers on the back will be number 88, Thomas Feeney. Down on the other side, the home team, the Sabres, in their Sabres jerseys. They look very eerily similar to the Buffalo Sabres, white jerseys with the blue stripes along the top, yellow stripes along the jerseys and pants. will be Ashton Beverwyk will get the start for the Sabres, number 34. So Feeney for the Falcons, Beverwyk for the Sabres. 12-minute periods here in this Silver 12U matchup. Hope you're having a wonderful Saturday afternoon wherever you're watching this Nihil game of the week. It is gross outside, so I hope you're sitting in a nice warm house, maybe drinking some coffee, sitting in front of your Christmas tree with a fire going and watching some hockey.
I like the way you put that, Aaron. It's just gross outside.
It's gross outside,
stay inside or stay in your car. Don't leave your car. Yeah. Watch some Nihil hockey.
I'm at a point, I walked outside today and I went, man, I wish it was like 5 degrees colder, because at this point it may as well be snowing. I would rather it be 25 degrees and snowing than 30 degrees and raining.
All right.
30 degrees and rainy is just like the worst weather imaginable.
I could feel that.
Give me some, I mean, we're a week away from Christmas. I need some snow, man.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it's going to be happening anytime soon.
No, 50 degrees the last 2 days. We're paying for it today, and we're about ready to get started. Players are ready. Officials aren't.
They're having a chat here.
Looks like Max Strassman, number 18 for the Falcons. No, excuse me, that's Gilbert. That's 58. Michael Gilbert taking the opening draw for the Falcons. And the captain, Nikolai Iskra, number 73 for the Sabres. And we are underway. Sabres going right to left. That means the Falcons are going left to right. Pass eluding the intended target there, Garrett Dombrowski. Gilbert gets the puck here as a Sabre player falls down. Shot, I think that tipped the crossbar, Eric, and up into the netting. So Michael Gilbert right off the draw taking advantage of a Sabres player losing an edge and tried to tuck it underneath the crossbar, but caught the lip and went up and over.
Yeah, 19 seconds in, we already have some early fireworks.
It'll be Gilbert and Iskra again to the left of Beverwyk. Draws one by the Falcons. This is Josiah Bain flipping it up towards the blue line where Anna Kane clears it out and throws it the length of the ice for an icing. So a couple of quick whistles here in the first 33 seconds of period, 32 seconds, I guess, of period number one. And we see a lot of this at the beginning of some of these games. One of the players getting their feet underneath them, getting their legs underneath them, getting into the flow of the game. So we see some choppiness sometimes at the beginning of some of these games, but that flushes itself out fairly quickly.
Speaking of flow of the game, that's some foreshadowing you just did there, Aaron.
Oh, flow. Good point. Yes. I didn't even think about that.
See?
I got to read for you folks later. Let me tell you, it's one of my favorite events of the year. Falcons have it below the red line. Centering feed hits a body, bounces out. Cleared back by Gilbert. And Kane now passing it up ahead to Pimentel. Pimentel, far face-off dot, gets the shot, scores! Nicholas Pimentel with a Falcon on his back, roofs it, and puts his team up 1-0.
That was a heavy shot. I mean, he just buried that into the corner. And the Sabres, after some early trepidation in their zone there, come out with that 1-0 lead.
Yeah, Pimentel did a nice job getting a lot on that shot with a black jersey draped all over him. Use that size. He's a big kid. You can see him out there right in front of you, number 87. Big kid for a 12U, used that size to his advantage and gives his team an early lead against an undefeated Falcons team here in the early going. Falcons deep centering feed, shot, and that gets through Beverwyk, and about 8 seconds later, the Falcons are able to tie it up. We'll get the number of this big man who's about to roll in front of us. That looks like Justin Wright, number 96. So literally less than 10 seconds later, Justin Wright all alone in the slot, taps it 5-hole on Beverwyk, and got a brand new ball game.
That should be an interesting game.
Yeah, so much for choppiness at the beginning of a hockey game. And these two teams, Eric, when they played last month, it was a 2-1 game. So we're already right there, and we're not even 90 seconds in yet. Ahead to Rice. That's Henry Rice. Throws it forward to your Chaconis. Taken now by Benjamin Bullock. Bullock back to the point, not able to clear it in deep. Out to center ice now. Chardulo plays it out to center ice. Run back in by the Falcons off sides. A lot of whistles in the first minute and 53 seconds of period one here. 1-1 the score. Draw is won by the Falcons. They walk into the offensive zone with it, cutting it wide. Shot, nice glove save. That was Garrett Dombrowski firing off the wrist shot, and Beverwyk makes the pretty glove save.
No shortage of shot on goals here.
No, so much for getting your feet underneath you. These teams are opening it up here a little bit, and they're ready to go. Kane up along the boards with it. Anna Kane puts the pass behind behind her intended target. That's Gerace. Gerace centers it, and the Falcons take it away.
That was Kane on the other end looking for that return pass.
Saputis centers it. Cleared out to the neutral zone. Giving chase now, Skylar Wang. Wang D to D. Up off the boards. Walking through center ice now. Staying on sides. Dombrowski not able to get the shot in. Good stick work by the Sabres. Potential 3-on-2 if they can hurry. Pass now up ahead to Gerace. Gerace clears it in deep. Wang and Gerace. Wang backhands it around. Eric Hansen with some space now. Up off the boards. Hits a skate, stays in the zone, gives the Sabres an opportunity for a moment. Declan Egan now passing it up ahead. Nice backhanded feed. There's a shot off Marlo Kappel's stick, and another save made by Beverwyk. Back at the point. Wrist shot from the point by Major Mandarich goes wide. Flipped out by R.J. Swanson. Here comes Pimentel with a ton of speed. Huge collision at center ice. No whistle. Puck cleared in. Egan takes an extra shot at Martin, but no whistle, no harm, no foul. Nothing with intent on that play. And a 2-on-1 the other direction. Here comes Gilbert. Gilbert pass underneath Egan. Egan has it at the faceoff dots. Tries to throw it through the slot, and that's a pretty play by Beverwyk to stop that with his right leg.
Yeah, because if he didn't, there was a man on the other side.
Yep, Pimentel now in. Pimentel shot. Whoa. Wow, this kid has got a shot, man. That went high up over the net, but that had some mustard on it. This is Bain now. Bain one-on-one has his pocket picked. There's a centering feed looking for Egan. Nobody home, though. Swanson and Egan. Egan puts it into the high slot that goes through a couple of bodies. Back at the point, Wang puts it towards the net. It goes wide, comes out the other side, and the Sabres have it. Now Swanson tips it forward. Sabres forced back into their own zone, kept in there by Gilbert. This is Chardulo, puts it to space, but Egan's the only one there. Chardulo will have to chase it behind his net, slings it around the dasher. Wang keeps it in at the point, puts it towards the goal. Shot, save, rebound, another shot, and oh my, what a save. Ashton Beverwyk, dead to rights, pushed himself from the far post to the near post and made an unbelievable save.
There you see the whole team on the ice coming to congratulate Beverwyk on the first save was tough enough, but that secondary one was unreal.
You will not see a better save than that at any level, Ashton Beverwyk. That was something special right there. Puck pinned up against the end boards. Falcons are able to center it, looking for Wright, who has the goal. He gets tied up, and it's a potential 2-0 for the Sabres now.
Lift the head up.
Lift the head up. Look at where you're going. The shot in. The save is made by Feeney. A whistle and a draw. That's your Chaconis down the near side, and you're right, Eric. You could see him. He was looking at the puck, trying to make sure he maintained possession of the puck, and he had Henry Rice to his left. Henry had to hold up a little bit at the blue line so that your Chaconis could go in onside, but save made by Feeney. cross corner. Bullock walking out with it now is Max Strassman. Strassman into the neutral zone, flips it forward for Kappel. Kappel now in bad angle shot, whistles it wide. Hops up over the stick and out to center ice. Right. He has the goal for the Falcons as we're down under 6 now in the first period. Slung up to the point, kept in though by the Falcons. This is Logan Norton. Oh, pass just out in front of Wright, who had some space. Right down deep now. Right down there with Strassman for the Falcons. It's thrown around. Here, Chaconis tries to bang it up and out. Takes a couple whacks at it. Kept in nicely by Marlo Kappel. Taken off of Kappel's stick. Sabres will try the other side. And they're not able to get it out over there either. A little bit hemmed in here are the Sabres. Falcons doing a nice job. And now chipped out to center ice. Logan Norton 1-on-3. Norton with some speed, though, on the backhand now, waiting for his line mates. Tries the cross-ice pass. Backhanded up. And a Kane battling for it with Bullock. Wang will be the first one on it for the Falcons. Up off the boards. Chardulo has to wait.
Good job waiting, though.
Yeah, right at the blue line, able to kind of twist in a phone booth there, and then he ends up as being the one that's offsides.
Yeah, he had to wait for Kane to get out, and then he goes in and puts him offside.
That was really good work by Connor Chardulo to not go offsides, and then he ends up being the one whistled for it.
Oh, wow.
Can't win them all.
Nope.
Here's Kane now. Kane puts the shot right into the waiting glove of Thomas Feeney.
Yeah, when the Sabres get in the offensive zone, they are able to generate some chances. It's just that they've had a really rough time getting out of their own zone, having a hard time clearing.
Everybody was on the right side of the ice except for the two centermen who were standing on the left side of the ice waiting for the puck to drop, but there was nobody around them.
That's problematic.
Yes. Here's a shot that goes wide. That's Vincent Gerace. Puck sitting in the paint. Bain tries to walk around a couple players, can't, and the Falcons will skate out with it now. Nice job by Kane to play the body without playing the body. Checking isn't allowed at this level, but you can man up. That was a nice job by Anna Kane. In the offensive zone, Falcons walk in looking for Dombrowski. Dombrowski has it, chips it in deep. Iskra, there's a centering pass, and Kane now 1-on-2. Anna Kane coming down, beats Wang on the outside. Kane down deep, below the red line now. Backhands it in the slot. Iskra with the shot, and what a blocker save made by Feeney. We have seen some goaltending here in the first period, folks. Wow. Another wide open goal, and Thomas Feeney somehow got that blocker over to make the save.
I saw him winding up, and I saw how wide open that side of the net was.
Thought for
I did
sure.
not expect a save there.
I certainly didn't expect to see a save.
I mean, looking through the little viewfinder. Wow.
No, you're right. Dombrowski overskates it. Andrew Martin plays it up off the boards, but it's kept in there by Egan. Egan falls down as he bangs into a Sabres player. 3 minutes left as the Sabres get it out to center ice. Kappel now uses a pick to get into the offensive stone, poke checked. And out to center ice, looking for the pass, looking for Pimentel. Pimentel has it on the backhand, tries to skate through, and just comes off of his stick.
Yeah, Falcons don't want Pimentel winding up.
No. He's got the one goal, and it was a beaut. Swanson. Marlowe, nice move by Marlowe to get some space. The shot, puck bounces in the slot. Rebound shot by Swanson, a couple of whacks at it.
Wow. Going
wide, and Martin now down low. Martin centers it, but there's only 4 black jerseys in front of the net. Here comes Kappel the other direction, 2-on-2. Overskates it, but it's able to get around Zamarripa. A good back check by the Sabres. And they'll attack. Swanson tips it forward. There's a shot, and that deflected. Andrew Martin took the shot. I think that was intended for the glove side. That ended up going low blocker side, just wide of the net.
Yeah, deflected off a defender's shin guard.
Here comes Pimentel now. With a quick little snapshot. Sticked away. And over into the far corner. Up along the boards, kept in there by the Sabres, put towards the net. Hansen uses his net as a shield, puts it up off the boards, kept in by Martin, dumped in deep. Hansen has to chase. Hansen will try the other side now. Down to 1:20. Puts the pass up, it gets through Egan, and I'll let the Sabres collect. They throw it to space over in front of the Falcons bench. Falcons a little unsure of themselves in the defensive zone there. Skylar Wang misplaying it, but this is Dombrowski. Dombrowski stops on the forehand, and he finds the back of the net. Wow, Garrett Dombrowski stopping on a dime. He was on his backhand, Eric, switched to his forehand, and put it into the back of the net. So the Sabres had really controlled the last couple of minutes, but the Falcons come right down and get the game tie-breaking goal here in the first period.
Yeah, late period goal. You always wonder how each team will respond at the start of the next period, but scoring there with just under a minute to play.
But you have to feel, I mean, from what I'm seeing from the Sabres, I don't think 2's going to be enough.
No.
I mean, we've had some spectacular saves made on both sides by both goalies, but I don't think 2's going to be enough with the way the Sabres have played here in the first.
Yeah, I agree.
Kept in at the point. Put towards the net as we're down to 40 now. Here comes Wright. Justin Wright has a goal. Wright's coming down with Strassman. Goes cross ice, but Strassman not able to drag that back toe. And he's whistled for an offsides. I can't get over the 2 saves we saw in this period.
No.
It really can't. That blocker save by Thomas Feeney, but that glove save by Ashton Beverwyk was as good a save as you will see at any level. Puck kept in for the moment, 17 seconds. Last second opportunity here for Henry Rice right at the point. That puck bounces into the offensive zone for the Sabres, down to 6 seconds. Falcons smartly keep it up along the boards. And that will do it for period number 1. And that was a very, very entertaining first period. A couple of Falcons goals. They're up 2-1. The Chicago Blackhawks are proud to sponsor the Northern Illinois Hockey League. Hawks fans, be sure to catch these upcoming games tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, NBC Sports Chicago. The Blackhawks and the Vancouver Canucks. Tuesday the 19th, Colorado Avalanche come calling, 7:30 p.m. And then Friday, December 22nd, an original 6 matchup as the Canadians take on the Blackhawks at 7:30. Don't miss the Chicago Blackhawks in action. And Eric, I know we want to give a shout-out to the Sabres. I would call him their 1B goalie. He's standing there right in front of us, Gavin Lamish. You need a good goaltending tandem, I think, at any level, right?
Yeah.
You know, I'm a Bruins fan, and they've got Swayman and Olmark, and you need a good 1-2 punch in net.
Well, and then Lamish, it was kind of funny as Beverwyk came over to the huddle between periods there. I guess there's some ritualistic, like, handshaking thing they do.
Yeah.
And Lamish wasn't having any of it because Beverwyk still had his stick in his hand. So Lamish just knocked his stick out of his hand so they could do their handshake ritual. As we always say, goalies are a different breed.
Goalies are a different breed, for sure. Throughout the league, teams have been assigned to competitive divisions for the regular season. From now until early February, each team will be working to collect the points that will help them earn a place in the league's end-of-season Nihil Blackhawks tournament. Keep your eye on the Nihil.info website, and the Nihil Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages for news about upcoming broadcasts of Nihil games. Our next game will be at the center ice of DuPage in Glen Ellen on Monday the 18th at 6:50. The Black Bears Peewee A host the Flames Peewee A2 in a silver matchup. Tune in right here on the Stream Sports Midwest YouTube channel. We are live with second period action, 2-1. Falcons with the lead in a very entertaining first 12 minutes. After about, about 40 seconds of some really choppiness right at the beginning. This is Dombrowski, the shot score. Wow. Absolute bullet from Garrett Dombrowski. That's his second in a row, and it's 3-1.
Yeah, that one just inside the blue line there, and he just lofted that one into the top corner. 3-1 now Falcons. So now if you're the Sabres, you do not want to get any further behind than the two you're already chasing. So the Sabres need a response here. Plenty of time.
Plenty of time, and they played a real. I mean, that was a pretty evenly matched first period. I would say the Falcons probably had the better of the possession, but the Sabres, I think, had as many opportunities. That shot in and out of the glove of Beverwyk off the stick of Dombrowski, who's looking for the Hattie. Here comes Pimentel with some speed. He has the goal for the Sabres, but the puck hops up on him right at the blue line. An accumulation of snow right in front of the benches as we don't scrape the ice in between periods. It can be hard to play the puck, and you see it again as Andrew Martin, the puck just came to a dead stop on him in front of his own bench. Pimentel trying to play it behind his net. He can't. Major Mandarich able to play it away from him. Mandarich now along the other direction. And the puck is out to center ice. Strassman. That's Altunian. Dombrowski again. Top of the dot over to Altunian. The puck gets underneath him over to the far side. Altunian has it. Looking for Dombrowski. Hits a skate, bounces into the corner. Sabres backhanded up. Nicely done by Dombrowski. What so fancy little spin move by Dombrowski around Pimentel, but he loses the puck. Swanson leaves it for Martin. Martin the shot in, and the glove save by Feeney. Feeney saw that one coming the whole way. That would have been something special, what we saw down to our left with Dombrowski as he spun away from the much bigger Nicholas Pimentel, but left the puck behind.
Yeah, you need both to execute that play, but I love the creativity.
Draw to the left of Feeney. That'll be Logan Norton taking the draw for the Sabres. Battle for it on the near face-off dot. Chipped up ahead to Kappel. Quinn Zamarippa will play it back there. They both go down in a pile. Sabres up and not out. Rice trying to bang it out and can't. Here's Chaconis now hard up off the boards out to center ice. Hits the top, hits the glass right in front of the penalty box. Falcons try to go cross ice, looking for Kappel. Kappel's able to settle it down, but by the time he does, it's behind the net, below the red line. I think the puck's on the back of the net. It was, yeah. Players all just standing there saying, we can't play the puck, blow the whistle. Officials finally do just that.
Yeah, it was fortunate for Beverwyk because he kind of lost his cage there. He slid all the way over past the near post. But with the puck being jammed up behind there, he had enough time to recover.
Face off to his right. It's won by the Sabres. Again, Dombrowski just paws it down. Here comes Kane. Kane taking it wide. Kane with some speed. Knocked off the puck. Kept in, though, at the point. Kane tries to tip it towards the goal and can't. That puck's hammered the length of the ice. I think that's not going to have enough legs on it, though, so Chardulo has to play it in his own zone. Flipped up and back to the point. Deflected out of the zone. Eric Hansen, a little bit of a misplay, will regather in his own zone. Dombrowski tries to tip it ahead and can't. Second attempt, he's able to skate forward with it with some speed. Dombrowski already with two. Forehand, backhand, goes back to his forehand, has his pocket picked right at the last minute. Puck's in the paint, and big Justin Wright right on the doorstep, but Beverwyk able to cover up.
Boy, Dombrowski making things happen again.
Number 29 in black, Garrett Dombrowski. Probably been the best skater out there here today for either team. Has a couple of goals and really fancy stick work, and he moves better on his skates than I do on my feet. Joe Altunian on the draw, wins it. Over to the far corner. Pimentel battling for it. Puck is behind the net. That's Kappel. Swept forward, that splits the D, and will go out to center ice. Kappel will regain the offensive zone on the backhand. Nice back pass for Saputis. But Ethan Saputis not able to do anything with it. He gets another opportunity down low. Saputis down there with Noah Rhodes behind the net. Pimentel with Saputis. Saputis back to the point. The shot from the point hits a stick, bounces wide. Kappel overskates it, and that'll give the Sabres a chance. As Swanson tried the self-pass, he and Pimentel would have been in 2-on-1 if they had been able to complete that.
That was a nice keep by Mandarich at the near point there.
And again, nope,
and
that
another.
one. Yeah, Major Mandarich did a nice job that time keeping that in. I thought for sure that was going to split the D. Saputis now on the near half boards and finally dug out by the Sabres. It's not going to have the legs, so Bullock will have to play it. We're down to 7 minutes left in the second, and that should be an offsides. Yep. Martin tried to save that puck, but it came out into the neutral zone, so we'll have a face-off right there. 7 minutes, 7 seconds left to go in the middle frame, 3-1. Falcons with the lead. Falcons scored first, Sabres tied it. Couple of goals here by Garrett Dombrowski, one in the first, one in the last minute of the first period, and one in the second. Hard slap shot by Yurchikonis from right in tight. Thomas Feeney makes the save. The puck comes around to the other side, that far post, and Feeney's able to cover up. Seen that a couple of times from Titus Yurchikonis so far here, Eric. He's another one of those players with a hard shot.
Yeah, and that's something, obviously, that Feeney has to be aware of, and he's been able to handle that. He's only allowed the one goal so far, but you're right. A couple of Sabres players can bring it with some volume.
Sabres play it back to the Falcons' defensive zone, but they're going to walk onto the stick of Dombrowski. It picked a little bit. Yurchikonis is tripped up, and no arm went up there. I thought for sure we were going to see a penalty there. Are we missing an official, Eric? I only see one official out there.
You're right.
We only have one official out there on the ice. We had two when the game started. I'm not sure where the other one went, but we only have one official now, which might be why that call was missed. That looked like a pretty clear trip to me on Yurchikonis over by that far post.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that.
Draw in the neutral zone. It's taken by the Falcons. It's Kappel. Fended off the puck nicely by Kane.
And what we haven't established, Aaron, is if were these the two original officials that were scheduled to do the game.
Yeah, that's something you and I were talking about before the game. This game was originally supposed to be at 3:30 today over on the other rink, the Placid rink here at Rocket, but they accommodated, I guess you could say they accommodated us to make sure that we could bring you a bit better and a bit clearer broadcast. This rink is a little bit better for the broadcast, so we appreciate the Sabres doing that, but we wonder if that led to some of the issues that they had with the officials, as there's a couple of whacks in the blue paint, and a puck's in the net.
I think it was Strassman.
Was it number 18, Max Strassman? Yeah, I just saw Justin Wright pointing at him as Strassman was standing alone in the blue paint, and he's able to knock home the fourth goal of the game. And I said 2 goals may not be enough, Eric. 4 maybe.
Yes.
It's 4-1 here, 5.5 minutes left to go in the second period. So 3 unanswered goals by the 9-0-1 Falcons. Kappel walks in off the post and out. Marlo Kappel had Beverwyk dead to rights, put it off the inside post, and it just squirted out the other way. Put to space. Sabres will possess for the moment, but Kappel takes it back, and he wants another go at this. Spins out of the way. Sabres defense leaves him alone, so Kappel walks towards the net, tries to put it through, looking for Wright. Justin Wright on the far side puts it back to the point now. Bullock battling with Swanson along the far half boards. Bullock pitchforks it down deep as Strassman goes into the boards hard. And the Sabres. And you can just feel kind of the wind come out of the Sabres skaters here a little bit, especially after that fourth goal.
Yeah.
You know, when this game was even, when this game was 1-1, the Sabres were playing right with the Falcons, but a little bit of, I don't know if frustration is the right word, but the level of intensity isn't quite there from what we saw in the first period. Here's a shot going wide.
Well, and the other thing to add to that, Aaron, is the level of intensity coming from the Falcons has picked up as they've tacked on. You know, now everyone is hungry and greedy for a goal, right?
Yep. Here comes Martin across the blue line. Is Pimentel with him? Martin tries to use the screen, but that's easily sticked aside by Feeney. Saputis now. Knocked off the puck. Pimentel. He has the goal for the Sabres. Is it knocked away from him at center ice? Gets another opportunity, loses it again. Tries to get it back again. That's good work by Pimentel in the neutral zone, but here comes Dombrowski. Dombrowski winds up, and there's the Hattie. Garrett Dombrowski using the defender as a screen, rips that one low side, glove side, and it's 5-1.
Yeah, that was a pretty goal by Dombrowski.
That kid has got some skills. Garrett Dombrowski with the hat trick here with 3.5 minutes left to go in the second period. And I think Sabres calling a timeout here.
I saw the referee calling a timeout. I don't know if that was the Sabres calling it, but I saw the referee making the timeout signal and then pointing to himself. But
maybe he needs a breather, given he's the only one out there right now.
It could be.
So 5-1 here, 3 minutes, 34 seconds left to go in the second period. Falcons have blown this one open really since about the 1 minute mark of the second. It was 1-1. These two teams were playing a very evenly matched game here through the first 12.5 minutes of the first, or 11.5 minutes of the first period. Falcons scored a goal with about 40 seconds left in the first and haven't looked back. Justin Wright got on the board first for the Falcons. Nicholas Pimentel tied it. 2 goals by Garrett Dombrowski, one in the first, one in the second. Max Strassman, and then Dombrowski finished off the hat trick. And we had a timeout here, and we are back at it. Probably not a bad use of a timeout if you're the Sabres, giving up a couple of goals here in quick succession to try to settle things down for your team.
If it was a Sabres timeout, but yeah.
Well, either way, it's probably good for the Sabres to just get a minute to catch their breath. Try to slow things down a little. Your Chaconis has his pocket picked. Rice, his shot's deflected. Rice will get it back, puts it over to the near boards, but only black jerseys there. Hansen backtracks with Rice hounding him. Goes D to D, Wang. Saputis pinned up against the boards by 2 white jerseys. Altunian's knocked down. Logan Norton tries to play it forward and can't. And here comes Dombrowski again. Dombrowski stick handles through 2, not able to get through 3, but gets it back to backhand just wide of the near post. Back at the point, Dombrowski flips it deep. Sabres able to work it out, but that is not going to have the legs for icing, so Wang will have to play that. Gets it out to center ice, 2.5 left to go in the second period. Puck over the stick of Hansen.
They're going to say it touched Hansen, so no icing there.
Hansen down low with Henry Rice. Hansen does a nice job of losing Rice. Getting out to center ice with it is Saputis. Saputis, Altunian. Altunian, Dombrowski now. Dombrowski and Altunian down there, 2 to a side. Altunian centering feed. Dombrowski is buried. The shot in and the save made by Beverwyk. As Zamarripa has some words for Dombrowski, as Dombrowski, little poke on the way through the blue paint on the goalie. And we talked about this in the first game. Every age, every level, you're taught to protect your goalie.
Right. That's the law.
2 minutes, 1 second. Oh, so we're going to have a penalty here. So when I said that Dombrowski was buried, he was buried by Yurchikonis, and Yurchikonis is actually going to the box here. So cross-check, rough, whatever you want to call it. It's going to be a power play for the Falcons here for the next 2 minutes. Draw to the left of Ashton Beverwyk. Flipped up, kept in, put towards the net by Mandarich. This is Kappel. Kappel tries the wraparound. Kappel wants a goal badly. Hit the post earlier. There's a shot in, and quick glove work by Ashton Beverwyk.
Good job there. Good pressure by the Falcons here early on the power play. Only 17 seconds in. Get a couple cracks at it there, but Beverwyk able to answer.
How often do you see this? The period clock and the penalty clock are exactly the same.
Yeah.
You don't see that very often.
No, you don't.
Minute 43 left on the power play, a minute 43 left in the period. Pushed ahead. Vincent Gerace is knocked down hard.
Good penalty killing there, though, by Gerace to get that puck into Falcons territory.
Yeah, Iskra as well now, too, in the offensive zone, but now coming out with it is Bullock. 4 skaters, Bullock down the near side. Bullock centering feed behind one in front of the other. Look, now Gilbert puts it around for Egan. Tipped away. Good work by the Sabres to get that out to center ice. This is Iskra. Iskra with Gerace. Iskra overskates it. Kappel with a bunch of speed across the blue line. Far face-off dot, shots deflected by Chardulo. Iskra, stick lifted, able to get it as far as the point, but that's it. Kept in over there. Gilbert, high slot. Gilbert winds up, shot goes wide. Egan. Back to his D. Bullock rifles off the shot that misses the glove of Beverwyk, goes behind the net, flips up into the netting, and completely out of play. Hopefully we have another puck.
Yeah, now I don't want to have a puck delay now after we had a referee delay.
Referee delay. Yeah, it's been a weird one.
Yeah.
Game started about 12 minutes late due to lack of officials. We started the game with 2 officials. Now we have 1 official.
This is where we need a sideline reporter to find out what happened with that second official.
Yeah, if anybody's interested in being a sideline reporter for Stream Sports Midwest, you can email us at streamsportsmidwest@gmail.com. Shot in, save made by Beverwyk.
I guess it would be sideline reporter in hockey. It would be between the glass, right?
Yeah, and you have to be efficient with text messaging. You have to text us the messages in between in between the plays. That's kind of how it would work. Sabres looking to kill off the final 15 seconds of this power play, excuse me. Pimentel taking it wide, looking for an offensive opportunity as the period ends. The shot behind the net. We're down to 5 seconds left. And it looks like this second period is going to end in a 5-1 Falcons lead as we go to the third period. So a 3-goal second period turned a 1-goal game into a 4-goal game. The Chicago Blackhawks want to let you know that the Little Blackhawks Learn to Play is a program created by the NHL to make hockey more accessible and to inspire boys and girls 5 to 9 years old to get in the game. The Blackhawks' goal is for the kids enrolled in this program to become a part of the local hockey community and to develop fundamental skills that help them succeed on and off the ice. If you know kids who might be interested, you can find more details and register for winter or spring Little Blackhawks Learn to Play programming at NHL.com/Blackhawks/amateur/little-Blackhawks.
Very good, Aaron.
And now I got the fun one.
Yes.
Nihil players and goalies. Nihil's best flow is back. This is a fun celebration of the best hair in the league. There's always great enthusiasm for this annual event among players and fans. Ask your team manager how to get your team involved. One player represents their team in the contest. This year there will be a Squirt, Peewee, Bantam, and a college junior prep winner. They will win prizes for their team and themselves. Team managers, you have from now until January 14th, don't forget that date, to submit your entries. Prizes this season are sponsored by Jerry's Hockey, the Northern Illinois Hockey League, Bona Beef, and Tricoci University. Be sure to give your team a chance to win Nihil's Best Flow 2024. And I love the fact that a Best Hair competition is sponsored by Tricoci.
And I want to give an early shout out to Thomas Feeney, goaltender for the Falcons. He's got some lettuce there.
You don't always see lettuce on the goalies. It's hidden by the big mask.
It is, but man, when he had his mask off during warm-ups, like just before the game.
Yeah, he's got the flow.
Yep,
love it. Pimentel behind the net, loses the puck back to the point. Rice with the shot, whistles wide. Over on the far side, R.J. Swanson back to the point. Loading up and firing from there is Josiah Bain. As the Sabres look to create a little bit of offense here in the third period. They didn't have much in the second. Swanson right back in. Taps it forward. Pimentel loses it to Wright. Justin Wright puts it up the near side. Kept in again by Rice at the point. And another whack at it. Bank brings it out to center ice. Pimentel up off the boards. Eric Hansen has to come back the other direction. Left the puck behind. Gives the Sabres a chance to forecheck. Here's Dombrowski. Dombrowski looking for Wright. Not able to complete that pass. Skylar Wang now. Up to Dombrowski, excuse me. Dombrowski across the blue line. Again, leaves something behind. Martin with some speed the other direction, 1-on-2. Martin takes it, tries to split the defense. He can't. He and Wang go into the back end boards hard. Martin steps on the puck, tries to throw it out in front. Shot from the high slot area, Chardulo. Nice pad save made by Feeney. Sabres showing a little bit of life here early in the third period, Eric. We didn't see a lot of this in the second.
Yeah, they need more of it, but that was a good sign for the home team.
Egan pass out in front of Dombrowski. Dombrowski, though, below the red line with it now. Twists the wrists, puts it back to the point, hops over the stick, and Gerace battling for it. And that's really good defensive work right there by Major Mandarich, just fending off Vincent Gerace. That was fantastic one-on-one defense. Dombrowski. Egan on Rhodes. Gets it back to Dombrowski. Dombrowski shot, and the save is made by Beverwyk.
Another high-octane shot there from Dombrowski, but Beverwyk tracked that one all the way. He was up high, and he was able to glove it right in his sights.
Yeah, Dombrowski with the hat trick, but not satisfied, looking for more. 9:27 left to go in the third. Still 5-1. Falcons with the league. Falcons came in 9-0-1 so far here through their first 10 silver games. Battle along the far half boards. It's Gilbert. Gilbert below the red line.
Oh.
Feigned on the pass,
That
fooled the
was nice.
Sabres defense, and almost walked right out in front by himself.
That was nice.
Saputis now tipped away from him. Sabres down 4. Henry Rice. We're about to play shipping up to Boston in the middle of the game.
You caught that? All you needed was
I
one
needed
note.
2 notes, and I got it. Shot, and the puck is saved by Beverwyk. Squirts out the other side. Yeah, I only needed 2 notes to know what that song was. I heard the dun-dun and knew exactly what it was. Saputis battling right at the blue line.
I don't even think they got to the second note. I think they got the first done.
Yeah, is that all it was?
Yeah.
Hey,
but I knew what it was,
yeah.
too. It was like, uh-oh.
Yep, someone accidentally hit the play button.
It's queued up.
Iskra across the blue line. Iskra tries to split the defense. Iskra in. Iskra shot. Oh,
wow.
I don't know if he ever got the shot off, Eric.
No.
But that was fancy getting through that double team. Gilbert swept away from him. Yurchikonis pucks up on edge. Yurchikonis not able to settle it down, and he has to just flip it towards Feeney, who makes the save. And there it is.
Yep.
The draw will come to the right of Thomas Feeney.
Seen that puck on edge a lot here over the last few sequences up and down the ice.
Yeah, we see that a lot with no ice scraping in between periods. That's just sort of what happens when you get into the middle part of the second period and into the third. You get a rolling puck, a bouncing puck, a lot of snow piled up in front of the team benches. It's just what it's just what they're used to at this point.
Right.
Noah Rhodes with Wright hounding him. Wright has it, then loses it. Norton feeds it up ahead nicely to Pimentel. Pimentel 1-on-2. Pimentel coming down the near side on the backhand, switches to the forehand, cuts in the shot, and a right pad save made by Feeney. Rhodes has to wait, and he doesn't wait long enough as Norton is in ahead of the play, offsides. Pimentel's look really good for the Sabres here, Eric. He had the goal in that first period, another opportunity there. He's been...
Yeah, I like how he took that wide, then cut back to the inside to get his shot off.
He's got the flow, too. He
Yes.
definitely could be considered for Nihil's best flow. You can see it sticking out underneath his helmet. As he tips that one back, Eric Hansen has to play it in his own zone as we're under 7. Hansen will stop and go the other direction. Flipped forward, up to Wright now in center ice. Wright coming down on Noah Rhodes. Wright tries to get around Rhodes, he can't. That's Strassman behind the net. Backhanded towards the net. Beverwyk makes the save, holds that far post, keeps the puck out of the net. You know, we've been doing this now. This is our third season. We've done, I don't know, 180, 190 games at this point. And for me, there are 2 plays that stand out. The first was out in South Bend, Jack's Daig.
Yes.
12U Premier Select between the legs, shot up over the shoulder of the goalie for probably the best goal we've seen in our 3 years here. And that save made today by Ashton Beverwyk. Those are the 2 plays that stand out for me after nearly 200 games, as those are the plays I'm going to remember.
Yeah, I'll have to carve up that Beverwyk save.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to rewatching that when I get home. This is Dombrowski. Chardulo fighting there with Altunian. Altunian takes it. Altunian far face-off dot. Now below the red line. Stops there as Saputis. Altunian twirls. Puts it towards the slot. Puck bounces up in the air. Comes out to the far side where Gerace tries to play it out and can't. And the puck does squirt out to center ice now with 5.5 left to go in the third. Bullock. Dombrowski, little chip ahead. Martin. Dombrowski chips it away from him.
It's been a better period for the Sabres, at least defensively. Falcons haven't been able to add on since the end of that second period.
Yep, and to this point, we'll see what Dombrowski's able to come up with here. Leaves it for Saputis. And to this point, they haven't really had anything really high risk here in the third period. Now, I don't know if that's by choice. They're trying to play a little bit more defensively with a 4-goal lead. But, yeah, the Sabres have played a better third period here as Bullock puts that shot far wide of that far post.
Well, the other part to that is the Sabres have had offensive zone time, too, which has helped keep the Falcons outside of their own zone.
Chardulo, nice little chip ahead to Gerace. Gerace in all alone. The shot and beautiful right pad save by Thomas Feeney. That was a gorgeous pass by Chardulo to Gerace. Puck is right in the crease area. And Gilbert and Norton, or Scobie, and I think that's Iskra down there having, not words, but pushing and shoving. It was Vincent Gerace. So yeah, that was a pretty pass by Chardulo. Gerace got a lot on the shot, but Thomas Feeney was able to make save. And we're seeing why the Falcons give up less than a goal a game, or just about a goal a game, 10 goals in 9 games. They have a very, very good goaltender.
Yes.
Pass now up ahead to Gilbert. Gilbert out there with Egan. Gilbert has his legs taken out from under him. No call. Kane throws it along the dasher.
Another puck on edge.
Yep. Behind the net. Kappel. Kappel banged against the corner boards. 2-on-1. Digs the puck out, though. Kappel walks out on the backhand, tries to tuck it 5-hole, and
yeah, he got it.
Now the official's calling a face-off.
Okay, yeah.
I was watching the official. Gilbert put the hands up, but the official immediately pointed at the face-off dot.
Yeah.
Hard to tell. You're asking a lot of one official. Sabres try to get it out. They can't. Egan down deep. Below the red line. Bad angle shot. And the save has to be made by Beverwyk. That's a good opportunity by Egan from a negative angle, as Jack Edwards likes to call it. Face off to the right of Ashton Beverwyk. Puck out to center ice. Kane racing for it with Wang. Wang wins the race. In the corner now, Wang with Chardulo. And out with it come the Falcons. Altunian. Altunian pushed into the boards by Zamarripa. Altunian still with it. Wang now. Shot from the outside. Nice pad save. Right with the shot. Another save by Beverwyk. Right behind the net. That thing pinballed right through the crease. Strassman. Back to the point. Wang again. Wang able to keep it in nicely. Strassman throws it through the slot. Wright's there. Wright battling with Norton. Norton gets it up ahead to Kane. Kane.
Wang just a little too quick. Beat Kane a couple times on some rushes.
Wright gains the blue line. Throws it cross ice. Dombrowski winds up. Hammers it behind the net. Comes out the other side. Norton. Norton overskates it. Leaves it for Rhodes. Rhodes dumps it in. Bullock has it behind his net. We're down to 2:15. Dombrowski chips it up. Kept in at that far half board. Swanson with some space. Face-off dot in and out of the glove of Feeney, but he's able to cover up for a whistle.
There's 2:04 remaining here. It's a solid victory.
Yeah, and really, Eric, it was about I'd say about an 8-minute stretch in that second period. And we do have a new goaltender, as Gavin Lamish is going to get out there for some playing time here in the final two. And Ashton Beverwyk played a fantastic hockey game, but the last 2 minutes will belong to Gavin. It was just that second half of the second period, Eric, where the Falcons really kind of broke things open. But other than that, the Sabres played them pretty evenly here through most of the first period and then here in the third. But that second period belonged to the Falcons.
Yeah, it definitely did.
Bullock. Take it behind his net. We're down to 90 seconds. So we'll be back on the air Monday night from Glen Ellen. Center ice, DuPage. That'll be me running that one solo. Bullock coming down the near side. Bullock drive. That's a power move by Bullock. And there's a left pad save made by Lamish. Huge collision. Knocked down hard is Logan Norton, and he's slow to get up. Down to 55 seconds. Saputis. Shot bounces up in the air. Out to center ice, Pimentel.
Got Martin.
Pimentel walks, tries to cut it across. Chardulo in, Chardulo shot, and it gets through. And there's goal number 2, Connor Chardulo with 30.4 seconds left. The Sabres aren't giving up. You love to see it. And Eric, it's I would say the game has been determined. The winner and the loser has been determined, but there are still things to play for. Tiebreakers, that has a lot to do with head-to-head as well as goal differential.
You got to love Lamish here coming up on the boards, dancing with his teammates here too. You got to have a Lamish cam.
Lamish cam, just
foul Gavin Lamish.
So the Falcons are going to improve to 9-0-1 here on the season with this victory. The Sabres will drop to 3-4-2, but the Sabres are still right in it. They're currently sitting in 6th place in the 10-team Peewee 12U Silver Division. Rice shot that hit the stick of Mandarich. Major got her stick in front of that one, knocked it down. We're down to the final 10 seconds. So this has been a fun day of hockey here as Falcons want one more, but nope, Gilbert in just ahead of the play, and the fans down to our left,
they don't agree.
The Falcons fans, they wanted a 2-0 breakaway here at the end, but officials blowing it dead.
Well, especially because there actually wasn't offsides on the other end. He didn't call, so probably wanted to look to even that one up. But again, one official. We started with 2, went down to 1.
This was a fun day of hockey, Eric. We saw a couple of good games. We saw some really impressive offensive play in Game 1. Game 2, I would say the goaltending is what stood out to me on both sides. But it was a fun day of hockey here at the Rocket Ice Arena in Bolingbrook. So I'll be back on Monday night from Glen Ellen. Eric will be taking that game off. The next time you and I are together is next Friday, right?
Yes.
The 22nd. We will be at Inwood down in Joliet. That's right. So that'll be our last pre-Christmas game. So hope you enjoyed today's broadcast, today's doubleheader. Nihil Game of the Week here on Stream Sports Midwest. Your final score in Game 2, Falcons 5, Sabres 2. For my partner, Eric Willowhite, my name's Aaron Shellen. Have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll talk to you Monday in Glen Ellen. Take care.